Alright, we're back where we left off. This time with the Yuri Kagarin skill equipped. Hopefully this goes better than last time. Can you hear me, guys? Is the mic okay right now? Alright, let's do this. Hopefully this will make it much more easier. Yeah, this is definitely better. Alright. Question number 1. Why was Kinzo Tsurugi responsible for everyone's death? We already went over this. It was because he hid valuable information from the other members of the Kisaragi Foundation. Yeah, I'm feeling much better right now. Had some time to digest all the information in this chapter. No, it's almost cheating at this point. What information did Kinzo Tsurugi hide? It was the identity of Shobai Hashimoto, the double agent. Yeah, this is the last class trial. I can't believe I made that one through. Yo! What was the reason Kinzo Tsurugi hid the information? Because he was afraid that the information might get leaked. Definitely save. We very well know the identity of our spy, and that it. No, I must resist. Our double agent was none other than Shobai Hashimoto. They're basically going over the fact that Kinzo hid the fact that Shobai was a double agent and Shobai worked for them instead of the Void members. What the? He said that he used evil to combat against evil. It was just revealed that Kinjo has killed his own father? Huh. I don't know what's going on, and I have no memory of what you did for the past few hours, but this one thing I know for sure. You lost to Sannoji Mikado. It doesn't matter whether you cooperated with Shobai or not. The fact that you're here doing a class trial with us means that you well, in the end, lost to him. True. Yeah. Stop. Stop speaking it with that face, with that voice. He must be having nightmares of the, from the first game. Kinjo said that through Shobai he was able to find top secret information about Sannoji Mikado, and he was able to deduce why the Foundation was never able to keep track of him. Sorry, and how Mikado was able to commit such a huge scale of a crime. And now we're going to discuss what that information they were able to, get out of Shobai. We already know the answer, and that is that Mikado isn't actually a person. He's an AI, an alter ego that is trapped inside of this program. What the So many truth bullets. So Yuki just said that Mikado is a person, isn't he? And we just shot that account with the truth bullet called the alter ego of Mikado-san Noji. Yeah, it is in the same universe as the canon Danganronpas. It's just that this is much this is much more of a side story, if you will. Sanoji Mikado, that person isn't actually a person. Can you show Yuki that picture? That is the corpse of the actual real world Mikado-san Noji. The identity of Mikado-san Noji is none other than an alter ego of the real one that died many years ago. You said that the alter ego was something that the high school level programmer had first created, and Mikado is an alter ego, and the person who made that was the real world Mikado-san Noji. Then that doesn't make sense. I'm not sure what he is an understanding of this situation, but okay. I'll explain what's happening in just a moment. So Yuki just had a rebuttal with Sora, asking that Mikado is the ultimate wizard, an ability that is not related to programming in any sense. How was someone like he able to create an alter ego all by himself? And we refuted that remark with the fact that Kurokawa Kogoro, or better known as Kokoro Mitsume, had helped him create that AI. The voice actors for this game is actually, well, Lineage didn't actually hire them. They're voice clips brought from other games. Uh, Joao Pedro, is that how you read your name? Or is that how you pronounce the names? So Kokoro isn't actually the real mastermind. The real mastermind was the AI Mikado Sanoji, who betrayed both both his developers, Kokoro and the original Mikado Sanoji, by killing the original Mikado and taking over the program. Oh, so the original Mikado Sanoji never planned this killing game. He originally only tried to make an AI, an alter ego of Utsuro, but in doing so, in a practice run, he kind of created his own AI, his own alter ego, as a practice run, as his first demo project, and that kind of went overboard, and the AI one turned out to be, well, the mastermind of this game. So, let's see. So, what they're basically saying here is that Kokoro, even after finding out that the alter ego had killed his own master, his own original, didn't delete the program because Kokoro took scientific interest in the program as the only only artificial program that has the compassion and emotions of a real human being. So Kokoro is one mad scientist, TLDR. It's also revealed that Kokoro willingly participated in this killing game. It was her own decision. He, she wanted to see with her own eyes of an alter ego acting like a human. Hold on a minute. Sorry about that. So Mikado Sanoji is talking about the three crucial information that he acquired through researching on the internet. The first was the information of the other people that Utsuro had helped, the other people who were fortunate to be saved by Utsuro's luck by the heavens. Kokoro monitored me, and Shobai acted as my body. By acquiring these two, I was able to gain information about Ira and the others, which means... with the help of Kokoro and Shobai, Mikado, the alter ego, the AI Mikado, was able to track down most of the people who were saved by Utsuro. That's where he had made he had created the group now known as Void. Okay, so in summary, let's see. They're talking about Utsuro's powers. Utsuro had helped people in desperate need, and after he was dead, most of the effects, most of the luck given by him were eventually reversed. So all of the people that Utsuro had helped had either died or had been, disappeared from this world. The only ones that had survived are the current 5 Void members. But there is one more person that he had tracked down, other than the 5 Void members, and that is none other than us. Well, Sora. Taira Akane. Shobai was the one that had kidnapped all the other students and brought them here, including the protagonist. Yet Shobai, back in chapter 5, didn't seem to notice that the protagonist's identity was actually not Sora, but Taira Akane. So there is a clear contradiction here. And he explains it by saying that all I was asked to was to kidnap a girl with certain physical conditions, and he did not know the identity of the girl he was kidnapping at that time. If you recall the first Killing Game, Utsuro had acted as if he was the actual Maeda Yuki, and in order to do so, the real Maeda Yuki, was kidnapped until the second Killing Game, and his parents were killed by Utsuro and Mikado. Utsuro and Taira Akane, sorry. And Mikado, once he got hold of Maeda Yuki's body, after he acquired the data of all the voids and all the people related to the first Killing Game, he began scheming this second Killing Game that we're playing right now. Oh god. Ira's reaction is absolutely priceless. Mikado Sanoji needed one more thing in order to recreate this Killing Game, and the thing that he needed was the technology of the New World Geo program, the one from the second game of the mainline series. So let's see. That reaction, man. Because Hope's Academy doesn't exist yet, Mikado needed someone, people that resembled the past students of Hope's Academy. He chose people that could be the beacon of hope, the symbol of hope for future generations. The 6 people that were considered the beacon of hope were Yuri Kagarin, Setsuka Chiebukuro, the Otono Koji twins, Shinji Kasai, and Yoriko Kabuya. These 6. Yoriko's age is revealed to be around 30-ish. Just some extra info. Yeah, Shinji is a boomer here. Yet there is one person that was related to the Kisaragi Foundation, and that was Setsuka Chiebukuro, who was hired by the Kisaragi Foundation as a private detective. Shinji has saved the doctor girl from the first Killing Game. Yuri has met with Sora back when she was made, and Hibiki and Kanade were suspects for a murder case that Kinzo Tsurugi himself has investigated for years. Even Mikado didn't know of Kanade's killing murder record. And when kidnapping Yuri Kagarin, he was able to get his hands on something else as well, and that is Monocro. Monocro is actually an AI created by Yuri Kagarin. He's basically like the Monami of this game that Mikado eventually hacked to create Monocro. Congratulations, you have cleared the final class trial. Already? You have figured out every detail of my plan. What more is there left? Huh. But this shouldn't be the end, right? Wait, we're doing this? We're doing the closing argument. Alright then. Wait, what? Did the photos change? I'm not the only one that noticed that, right? Wait, what? That wasn't the picture that I selected. I'm positive that wasn't. What's going on? Oh, I must have just. Hold on. Okay, there we go. It all started when the alter ego Kisaragi backup data was opened up by some anonymous figure. That person was the real-life Mikado Sannoji. He was a follower of Utsuro and had been searching for him ever since he was young. And through this data of an the technology of an alter ego, he tried to recreate the alter ego of Utsuro, and he teamed up with Kokoro Mitsume to do so. And she had used the memory data stored in her daughter's brain to view the data from the first killing game. And as a practice one, Mikado first, as a demo, created his own alter ego. But his own alter ego became, well, started to make decisions of his own, and he, the alter ego, hired Shobai Hashimoto to create his own master, his own creator, the real-life Mikado Sannoji. And once his master was deleted, he began his plan. He first acquired the body of Yuki Maeda. Then he collected the symbols of hope. And then he sought out for the children of Utsuro, or the Void members as we know today. Lastly, he stole the technology of the Neo World program from the Future Foundation. And he inputted the data of the 16 students to create the killing game that we're doing right now. This is the answer behind the killing game that we have. Let's see. Yes. I mean, Mikado being the mastermind was pretty much given from the start, so this part isn't much of a surprise. But I don't think this is the actual end of the trial, is it? Yo, if it's over, why don't we just end it right here? Let's see. Seems like the perfect time to install that thing. Install, what are you talking about? Huh. What? It's time for graduation. graduate or decide to be, well, let's see. We can either graduate from this killing school trip and return to the real world, or just continue to exist here from in the virtual world forever. Huh. Everyone, this you need to choose to stay here. This is a trap. Huh. Sanoji Mikado is trying to recreate the plans from Enoshima Junko. So Kinjiro Tsurugi is suspecting that if we decide to, well, graduate, or in other words, escape from this killing school trip, Mikado will make it so that he will. How can I explain this? He will inject the alter ego of either himself or Enoshima Junko, or the alter ego of despair into the dead bodies, the now dead bodies. So people like, Shinji and Setsuka or so. What should we choose? Indeed. Wait, what? Somebody already voted. And it was Shobai. And he already chose to graduate. Aren't you the one who should graduate? Huh. And Yura also choose to graduate as well. Both the Kisaragi Foundation members choose to stay, and only the 3 members remain. Yorko also chose to stay as well. That means wait a minute, everyone, can I have a moment before we vote? What's wrong, Sora? There's something that's been bugging me. Don't you think something's a bit suspicious here? Are you sure that Mikado wants us to push the graduate button? Sora is pointing out the fact that Mikado was a bit too early to admit the fact that, yeah, pushing graduate is the bad option here. May I explain the additional rule that I haven't explained before? If you push graduate, Sora and Yuki's persona will disappear forever. But if you choose to stay here, you will have be stuck in this virtual world forever. That's why I have improvised the class trial rules this time to add an additional rule, and the added detail is the following. If you choose to graduate, all the survivors gains the right to live in their personal fantasy world. Their ideal fantasy world? So, even if you choose to graduate, you will have to be stuck in this virtual world. But it's just like the Matrix. Like, you'll be stuck in an ideal world. So basically, it's a trap. Both options suck in both cases, so... Mikado snapped his fingers, and the display from the class trial grounds began to descend. And the display turned on, and the scenery that took place was... This is your actual body from the real world. This is the state of your real world body. So only his brain is intact. He doesn't have a body. He's still alive, but he only has his brain right now. How? So Mikado's actual plan was to implant the persona of Utsuro, resurrect Utsuro and implant its personality inside Yuki's brain, who doesn't have a body, and implant that brain inside someone who doesn't have a brain but only has a body. So basically Sora right now. How do you come up with this? Sora is basically a nobody. Sora is not a person. She's just an algorithm created to aid in the resurrection of Utsuro. The reason she knew back in chapter 3 that they shouldn't end the trial back when Kanade committed the double blackout murder was because she instinctively knew as an algorithm. The reason she took the stabbing blow from Shobai back in the prologue was the reason her body reacted to Shobai stabbing Yuki was because she was an alter ego designed to help Yuki. Sora can't control herself. She's forced to choose an option. So everyone except Yuki has voted. Wait, is this the bad ending? There's no need for you to take responsibility. You've worked so hard up until now. It's time that you should take a rest. Oh God. But this is a fantasy, an illusion created by Mikado. Oh my God, I thought it was the real Shinji for a second. Don't push it, Yuki. Oh God. The killing school trip is over. All students have successfully graduated. What's up with the UI? Wake up, Sora. It's like the 4th time we're seeing this scene again. We're on a school trip. A school trip. I think I had what? Wait, does this affect the ending? Wait. What about the killing school trip is the first option. The second option reads, I think I just had a bad dream. What? I guess... What happened to the killing school trip? Okay. Killing school trip? What do you mean? Who's Mikado? Who was Mikado indeed? So I guess this is the ideal fantasy world that Sora is living right now? We're having a party right before the school trip starts. I have a feeling that this is going to be a tearjerker. I have a bad feeling. Guys, I brought Sora. Sora, you're late. What were you doing? Come on, sit down. Oh god. Everyone's here. I can't. I just can't. Teruya is the teacher here. Huh. It's so peaceful. I felt like I was forgetting something important, but it was still fun, and that was enough for me. School trip date number 2. What happens if... What? That thumbnail. Alright. I guess I talked to Yuki. My soul bride Sora baby. So there you were. Why don't you spend your first free time event with me? Fourth wall break. Huh. Wait, why are they shipping the murderer and victim duo of every chapter? Hajime, you... Are you going to kill Yuri? And the second option is, no, it's nothing. Well, let's escape this fantasy world. You're going to kill Yuri, aren't you? What was I saying again? Please forget what I just said. This is honestly creeping me out a bit. School trip day 3. Honestly, this peacefulness is a bit painful to bear. Knowing that this is all, a fantasy. It's all in the Matrix and stuff. Not these two again. So they just made a wish to the gods, and Sora's options is Kokoro just said that I wish that my experiments went well, and Sora's options are experiments about emotions, and the second option is experiments that you used your own daughter. So, second option, I guess. The third island, I guess. Setsuka and the twins. Here we are. Oh, Setsuka. My, that was fun. Suga, you little, you stupid. I told you I didn't want to ride it. This is honestly so wholesome and hopeful that it physically pains me to read this. Sora just shouted Setsuka, and the first option, be careful of Kanade. Yeah, I would be. The second option, let's go ride on an attraction. You need to be wary of Kanade. What do you mean by that? Huh. Day number 5. Nikkei and Shinji, I guess. And Nikkei just said, this tower is so interesting, and the options are: first reads, I'm not very interested in it. Second reads, you're the one who built this. Aren't you the one who made this building? No, don't show me him again. And the last island. So I'm guessing Teruya this time. There you are. So the options are: aren't you the high school level merchant, and the second is: aren't you a member of the Kisaragi Foundation? They're having a date. Is this a confession? Come on, you can do it, Yuki. Is that Shinji? It's everyone. Come on, say it if you're a man. Big Sis is rooting for you. You can do it. And someone gagged Yuri. Shinji, you're holding Yuri tight, aren't you? Of course, I'm making sure that he isn't in the way. It's her. She's here. Yes, it isn't over yet. You're still here. Everyone's still stuck in their fantasy, but you're different. You alone remember what Mikado Sanoji did, his scheme. You alone remember his schemes. But what can I do on my own? I myself cannot answer that question. Because I don't know the answer. The person who knows that answer is none other than you. Everyone, kill that woman. Just go away. No matter how hard you deny it, I'm still you. That is an undeniable truth. We cannot do. We cannot take your request. Wait, what? We're all you. Let's go back, Sora. There isn't much time left. It's time to finally make a decision. What is going on? Wait, Scrum debate? A one-on-one Scrum debate. Does hope exist? Hope doesn't exist. Hope exists. Okay. Alright then. What? Alright. Defeat. Our game has ended. It's our defeat. If we really were defeated, I wouldn't have been here. Oh, we're the ones getting Scrum debated! This is awesome! Let's see, method. Even if we return, there is no way to stop Mikado. That isn't true. You already know the way. You just need to think of. You just need to remember it. All right. The device. I'm just a device created by Mikado Sanoji. You're not a device. You're a person. You're a person, a human being capable of thinking on its own. Result. The result has already been decided. What am I supposed to do about it? You can change the result now. We have the power to do so. Oh, this is such an awesome way to use the game mechanic. The Scrum debate is basically working against us. I don't want to go back. I just want to give up. Just let me give up. Don't give up, Sora. It's still too not late. There is a way out of this. This is such an awesome. Oh, what meaning is there to this? This is not how I imagined Chapter 6 of Scrum debate to be, but I love it anyways. You promised with your friends to escape together. Even if you acknowledge the result, that doesn't mean it has to end that way. To escape. I want to save everyone. I'm just a device created by Mikado, yet I still want to save everyone. I want to save Yuki. Huh. Have you still not realized it? I'm you, Sora. So I guess the importance of this scene is that this scene acknowledges the fact that Sora isn't just a nobody. It isn't just some few lines of programming, so some few lines of coding. It acknowledged the fact that the persona called Sora actually exists. Okay, so the location reads Iroha's ideal fantasy world. Iroha sensei, Teach, could you look at this, please? You're beautiful, Teach. Now, please be quiet. Iroha, how can you be so useless and so evil and so adorable at the same time? How did Lineage create a character as brainless as you? Teacher Iroha, I'm from the press. Are you available for an interview? Of course I am. Your work of arts have been adapted to animations, to movies, to books. There is no one in the planet who doesn't know about your work of arts. This 10-year anniversary of your art career, I would like to hear your thoughts on your life. I don't draw for fame. I just like to draw, and I just like enjoy imagining that smile that you have when reading my works of art. This is such a... I just can't continue. Ira is either too pure for this world or too stupid for this world. And I don't care whichever one it is. Wait, which press are you from? I don't remember you. Ira, wake up. I'm here to take you along. What? What are you talking about? You have committed a lot of sins just like me. We mustn't run away from this. We must face reality. Security? There's a weird person here. Take it. I understand your feelings, but this is just a fantasy. You need to wake up. What are you talking about? Could you just return to your world, Sora? Ira, you just said my name. You still have regrets back at the real world, so that means I am able to take you along. Let me go. Security! You know very well I'm the place I'm taking you to. The class trial grounds. So senpai, that's when I told that guy Yoriko is talking to her beloved senpai, and What is this feeling? Like something's wrong. So she's here. She's here to take me back. Yorko has already realized it. I'm sorry, senpai. I need to leave you. Aww. Compared to this, Ira's departure is so stupid. Yorko. You're here, Sora. I don't know why, but I feel like I have to meet you, and I have to trust you, huh? You're here to take me with you, right? Are you happy right now? Yeah, I am. I was. But if I keep staying inside this house, I won't be able to know why I'm being happy. Happiness is something that... happiness isn't something that someone brings it to you, but something that you must achieve on your own with a acceptable motive and reason. If you don't know why you're happy, can you really call that happiness? Yorko getting all philosophical. Yuki's ideal fantasy world. Oh, he's with Shinji. No. There is a way for you to survive and return to the real world. It isn't still too late. Yuki? Yeah. What are you doing, Yuki? You're not the type to be fooled by such fantasies. Wake up. Boomer Shinji to the rescue. Yuki, let me ask you one thing. Is this truly the bro that you always looked up to? Well there, little young'un. This is so wholesome. Yuki, look at me. Can you recognize who I am? You're the real bro. I'm sorry I wasn't able to do anything for you. You're dead, and you died by my hands. It's alright. It's alright. Nobody blames you. You did your best. Sora, please take care of the Yuki for me. Don't be such a wuss, Yuki. I cannot go along with you because I'm already dead. But you're not. You're still alive. As long as you're alive, you need to survive. I need to... Shinji, man. Such a bro. Were you happy to be with me? Of course I was. Well, in the real world, you will be around the age of my son, but age doesn't matter. And I was fun. I had fun as well. And that aside, I felt a lot of potential from you.
Oh.
Yeah, even if you complained about working out and cried and broke multiple times during the killing school trip, but you still have potential to change, and that's why I took you under me. And I believe that you'll one day become a man that's even greater than me. No, you're strong. Believe in me, Yuki. If you really had given up, if you really didn't change at all, I wouldn't have appeared here. My very own appearance here means that you're is proof that you're strong. Yuki, look, it's a full moon. Man, Shinji's. I just. And you all thought Kaito was best, bro. Well, Shinji is out here to claim that title. They're back. They're all back. What? Yo, the boy's coming around. He has woken up. Ah. Master Utsuro. Who are you? I have finally met you. You may not remember me, but I remember you quite fondly. No, it's not the matter of remembering. I walked this path for my whole life just to meet with you. Are you... Yes, I am the one who resurrected you. You're one of these kids that I helped long time ago. Why did you do this? Why did you resurrect me? Answer me. I always tried to kill myself, but because of my incredible luck, I wasn't even able to kill myself. The reason I resurrected you? That is a very simple answer, and that answer is... What the... To take everything from you. Wait, what? Now you're mine. I will take everything from you. You always said that you wanted to kill yourself. Well, I am here to fulfill that wish. Mikado revives him After all this work, and he doesn't even wait a minute to kill him. Why is it killing him again? Why? Hands off. What? Oh yeah. So that was it. Utsuro behind me. Sora. My head, I still don't get what's going on. How did you all escape from your fantasies? Are you Taira Akane? No, I'm not Akane, but she's with me for now. Didn't Mikado just try to kill Utsuro? Mikado never once explained the exact details on why he wanted to resurrect Utsuro. But I now realized Mikado's aim wasn't resurrecting Utsuro to see his powers again. His actual objective was to take, once he resurrected Utsuro, his actual objective was to take that luck power from him. So his plan wasn't to resurrect the luck by the heavens, but to steal that said luck by the heavens. Just how many twists are you going to throw at us, Lineage? Wait, what? Once that countdown ends, I will return back to the body of Taira Akane, newborn as the ultimate lucky student. And I have already absorbed Utsuro's luck powers. Try attacking us. Why is Sora... Is Sora taunting? Don't give him ideas, Ura just said. If you really want to be attacked, I'll kill you right away. Sora, it's dangerous. What? Mikado was just shot by Tsurugi. Ah. I didn't want to meet with you, Utsuro. Kinjo, our objective is Mikado. I know. How was I shot? I was blessed by the luck by the heavens. It doesn't make sense that I was able to be shot. Mikado or Utsuro wasn't the one who absorbed the luck powers. It's Sora herself. So this is how you define plot armor. So the reason she was able to survive the first killing game, the reason her body somehow survived, was because she was blessed by Utsuro at the very last moment. This class trial had two results. One was that everyone except Mikado died, and Mikado Sanoji alone won this class trial. That was the original ending that Mikado has planned. But because I betrayed him and shut down the program before everybody was executed, everybody else had survived, other than the two personas, Maeda Yuki and the white-haired girl, which is Sora, who didn't have a real-life body to return to. This was the result of the Kisaragi Foundation winning, but these both results didn't come into fruition. So her plot armor was basically an actual story concept. And the reason Mikado never doubted the fact that Utsuro had the luck powers was because he's not a person, he's an AI, and his number one rule that he was told to obey was that the person who has the luck powers is none other than Utsuro. That fact was given. That was given as a fact when he was first programmed. That's why he couldn't look into other possibilities. I guess this isn't still over. So let me get this straight. First, Taira Akane was given the heavenly luck powers from Utsuro. Second, Sora, who was built from Taira Akane, an alter ego built from Taira Akane, can also use those powers herself as well. Third, Sora is a device that I made, and once the countdown is over, once this world is erased, will be deleted from existence. Wait, so this doesn't change anything, since Mikado already planned to, insert himself into Taira Akane's unconscious body. The result doesn't change at all. Three minutes left. Wasn't there... Wait. There was the emergency USB that Shobai used to log out. Was it? I don't need it anymore. I'm not going to listen to you anymore. I trust in others. Even if I lose my the body to return to, it doesn't matter anymore. You still don't understand, do you? There is no outcome in which you will get your hands on the body of Taira Akane. You're the one who's going to be deleted. Cancel Mikado. It's literally between canceling Sora and canceling Mikado. Alright. Infinite bullets. Wait, we have infinite health. Well, this is going to take a while. My thumbs are starting to hurt. We're almost there. We're there. The admin code. Can you get an F in the chat for not being able to see Mikado's naked body? To be honest, I'm a bit disappointed. We're going to use your own plans. We're going to implant another persona into Taira Akane's body, not yours. The persona that will be implanted inside Taira Akane's real-life body will be Yuki Maeda's. Oh, so because since Yuki Maeda already doesn't have a body to return to, this is literal gender bending. So you must have realized there's one other person amongst us who knows about the admin code, and that is Shobai. Shobai's code was deemed unusable because Mikado had put a lock on it that could only be unlocked once he inputs a certain password. But because they have the luck on their side, they can just input anything randomly, and that will be the answer. Because they have luck on their side. That is why because if I try to think of anything, I'll input anything related to you. So that is why I close my eyes and I now think of nothing. He's literally inputting them randomly. And he's done it! The man has done it. Welcome to the Neo World program. How can I help you? But that aside, Albino, I don't care which of you wins. Honestly, all that matters to me is money. Huh. Shobai, you had to deal with me. I can give you whatever I want. Yo Whitey, let me ask you one thing. If I somehow decide to side with you and allow you to implant Yuki Maeda's persona onto Taira Akane, is that because of luck, or is that because of my own decisions? That is a good question. Yo, alter ego. Don't you ever underestimate us humans. That was awesome. That is it, everyone. That is the official end of Super Danganronpa Another 2. The countdown's over. It's over, Mikado. We have won. Yuro was literally here for the ride. She has contributed to literally nothing. And I still love her. Now that it has come to this, I will kill you all. I'll kill every one of you. No, gone. That means, yes, you're right, we have won. It's all thanks to Shobai. There isn't much time left. We have a little time for... yeah, it's goodbye time. Yuki, I hope you don't hate me. As... in order to save you, I'm going to forcefully implant you in someone else's body. I could never hate you, but I do feel... I feel like I did nothing. I only received help from others. I've received help from Big Bro, I've received help from Sora. My whole existence is a nuisance for others. That is not true. In the ideal fantasy world, Shinji definitely said to you, he told you to survive. I guess this is a happy ending then. Please don't make that face. You know that this was to be expected.
Oi.
Rei just promised to Yoriko that she'll try to revive the Sora's AI program, and Kinzo just objected to that fact, and Rei's raging at him. There isn't much room to stand on anymore. Is this place alright? Master Utsuro. Pathetic. Please look at me. It's all because of you. You're right. It's all because of me. But if the luck the luck power ceased to exist, that means Hero is going to be living a very unfortunate life in the end. Hero's going to go to jail. I will never forget you. So basically, Utsuro and Sora will be stuck in this breaking programmed world forever, while the others get to escape. Thank you, everyone. I guess us two will now well, say our final farewell. So please, please give it your all and live your lives to its fullest. Living itself, it represents hope. The symbol of hope is not Hope's Peak Academy. It's not the beacons of hope. It's you, people. Sora, I was saved by you. I was saved by not Taira Kane, not from luck, but from you. When I escape from here, I will... And he just ends it off there. And there you have it. So, it's finally the end. Now there's only us two. No, the half-dead Mikado, 3 of us left here. We're stuck in this empty, endless void forever. that is probably it. Epilogue. Huh. So that's what happened, Midori. Oh, so Iroha and Shobai was eventually arrested. And they're down in the basement chamber. She offered Yoriko to work for the Foundation, but Yoriko refused. And Teruya has been confirmed dead. I'm going back to the basement. I need to talk to the prisoners. Yo, Bubblehead. Yes? How far are you into process? How much time do I have to give you? It's almost done, just a little bit more. I can't believe my last hope in the depths of this chamber is you. Yo, Bubblehead, listen to me. The reason we're able to do this stuff without getting caught is because there isn't much people around here. So when the guards return tonight, it'll be game over for us. So this evening is our deadline. Shobai, can I ask you something? No. Why did you side with Sora at the last moment? Why are you curious about that? I wonder why. I just didn't felt like it. What do you mean? If you can't understand it, then forget it. Is anyone here? Why is no one on guard duty? Oh, don't you move an inch. Shobai always keeps a spare key just in case inside his stomach, so he barfed it out to get out of jail. A prisoner is on the run. They already caught up with us. Give up, Shobai Iroha. If you if you surrender now, we will mercy your lives. What kind of epilogue is this? They're fighting each other. This isn't looking good for us. Their gun is empty. They're on the run. So there was Taira Akane, but Yuki's persona implanted inside of her. That was the last that anyone has ever seen of her. And that is the end. Utsuro, you have given me unlimited happiness that I cannot ever dream to repay. I will never keep the promise with you. Never be able to keep the promise with you. Because I will live by myself from now on. My story ends here. But there is one thing I want to ask you before we end this off. Were you happy to be with me? That is officially the end of Super Danganronpa Another 2. The developer said that this is going to be the last game in the series, so it's finally the end. I have honestly touched upon almost every fan project, and a lot of fan games and RPG Maker games I have touched upon. And I can say with uttermost confidence that this was simply the best fan game, the best. I'm not sure best Danganronpa game, but it's definitely up there. Yeah, it's definitely up there with the mainline games. This shouldn't be a free game. It should be a full licensed game. Okay, send a message out to Spike Chunsoft, a message to Kodaka. They need to hire Lineage as their writer, as their developer, because this is the amount of work and dedication that went into this single game, a game, mind you, made by a single person, is simply mind-blowing. I think after this stream ends, I'm going to send an official thank you email directly to Lineage. If you have the time, and if you have the interest to do so, I encourage you to send a thank you email directly to Lineage as well. He honestly deserves much more praise than me. Thank you everyone for sticking it to the end. And that was officially the end of Super Danganronpa Another 2. I'm glad that I was able to introduce many of you to this game, about this game. Because honestly, this game shouldn't be kept only inside of Korea. This is a game that should be well known to other countries, to other Danganronpa fans. If you have a Danganronpa fan near you, if a friend of yours is a Danganronpa fan, please go ahead and encourage them to play or look up for this game, because it really deserves all that respect and interest. Oh gosh. Maybe I'll do the. I was told that there were other two endings. There were other two bad endings. One where you grab Utsuro's hand back at the moment where Sora blacked out, and there was the second bad ending where you decide to stay in that fantasy world forever. So maybe I'll get to that when the time comes. But but for now, I think we should just end this off at a high note. There is literally no better way to end it off. No better way to end it off than this ending. started off lacking like only a handful of characters and ended off liking I ended up appreciating the creation and inclusion of each and every character from the Danganronpa Another 2 cast. Even Mikado. Mikado was a great villain. One of the well, for me, he's a villain exceeding Enoshima Junko in every way possible. There were so many great moments, so many memorable. Maybe I should just create a rant video about me just praising Super Danganronpa Another 2 for like 20 minutes. Cause yeah, I can totally do this. Screw 20 minutes. I can praise this game for about an hour or so without it being scripted. Before I end it off, if I may add a small update. The free time events poll, I will now gather the results, and if I gather the energy to do so, I'll post the free time events video maybe around tomorrow, but if that doesn't work out, I'll let you guys know ahead of time. And those of you on the Patreon, I really want to thank you for supporting me all throughout this time. And hopefully YouTube will start to monetize my channel maybe later this month, hopefully. Anyways, it's around midnight in South Korea right now, so I think this is a good spot to end it off. Hope you had a good time in this stream, and that will be the end of Danganronpa Another 2. Take care, guys.